Whoopsie. Hey there. Woo.
What's your trouble, Mr. Twister?
Good morning. Good morning, user. Good morning, Chocchino. Good morning, Stump Dumpling. Good morning, Jimmy Boyette. I'm here with my boy, Augie. We're hanging out on the day after Christmas. We got up early this morning. I don't know if he's tired, but I'm feeling a little bit tired. Playing with the surprise hit of the 2022 Christmas season. It's called an Ollie Ball. Had my daughters and my son over yesterday. And even though my girls are 16 and 13, they had a great time bouncing the Ollie Ball back and forth. Tammy D1, thank you for following the host. My name is Ken Tracy, and this is Coffee with Ken. It's a little show I've been doing for quite some time. Show about me talking, sharing some feelings, sharing some ups and downs we have in life. Oh, wow, Terry, you're sharing the live. I wonder why. Now I feel so much pressure. I've got to make it good. Again, it's a show about me talking. But for those that have been watching a while, you know it is also a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee in front of me. Let me show you my little chunk or two. He might want to be in the camera. You guys will probably appreciate him more than me. Uh-oh, he knocked the Ollie Ball over on the floor. Are you going to get the Ollie Ball?
Yeah, you're going to get the Ollie Ball. You go get it.
Yeah, it's a show about me sharing my love of coffee. And with that in mind, I got a nice hot cup of coffee here in front of me. It's my last cup from this first pot. And I'm so excited to take my first sip.
Say hi, Augie.
No, he's more focused on getting the Ollie Ball. Not my first sip. My first sip of my last cup of my first pot of December 26, 2022. I hope wherever you are, whatever you're doing, you got a hot cup of coffee in front of you as well. Cheers to us. Oh, we're having snacks already. I love when people call me Bruce Willis. It's funny, I did a video about that. Happens every day. And, I don't know, somebody made fun of me acting like Bruce Willis is too cool. Maybe he is too cool for me, but people do it every day. We're having pretzels right now. We're having pretzels, which are delicious, some of our favorite snacks. And these Annie's Friends and Bunny Grams, which are also very delicious. The reason we're having such snack food is we got up early today. We got up early today. We got up just before 5 a.m. today. And Dada was kind of heard him fussing in the other room. I live here. Oh, wow, look at it. It's snowing outside. Let me show you what we're looking at here. Good morning, Julie. He is precious. He's my little angel. I'm coming at you from Naperville, Illinois. A town of about, look, we're watching Elmo behind me. It's a town of about 150,000 people, 35 miles west of Chicago. Kind of a overcast but wintry day outside. It's like a winter wonderland. I don't know if you can see the snow coming down or not. Funny, I got a couple neighbors that brought out their garbage cans. Since it's the day after Christmas, I don't think they're picking up garbage today. Good morning, Ty. Oh, wow. I appreciate that. Somebody literally thought I was Bruce Willis. I think Bruce Willis is really cool. I say it all the time because people say it every day. I bet I'm taller than him. I don't know how tall Bruce Willis is. But he's a cool guy. I thought he's cool. He's kind of a regular man. Hello, Jojo from Columbus. And again, we're sitting here watching Elmo. We're eating some pretzels. My dog Holly's in the backyard. I had my son sleep over for Christmas last night. I'm separated from my wife. She lives on the other part of town. I had an awesome Christmas, Ty. Didn't we have an awesome Christmas? Yeah, we did. And I had Augie and two of my daughters over. And we had an awesome, awesome time. You come on in the picture. They will prefer it if they are here. You're cuter than Netta. Just had a great time. And chilled out. He was kind of tired. He had a big morning at his mom's house. And spent, Christmas. And it was also his sister's birthday. My stepdaughter's birthday yesterday on Christmas, which I think would be weird. She seemed happy. But anyway, he was so excited. And I was, it's funny, I got up when I was picking him up at his mom's house. Yes, it is my son. His name is Augie. He's almost 20 months old. He's a little angel. And what was I going to say? Oh, what are those things? Jack in the Boxes? Jack in the Boxes? Yeah, Jack in the Boxes. And it's funny because I watched Elf. I watched a bunch of movies yesterday. We watched Elf. We watched the part of Christmas Story. Let me have a little more coffee before it gets tepid. Good morning, Scott Concrete. Uh-oh, I hear Holly kicking the door. Should I go get her? Let's go get Holly. It's going to be a little chaotic here with Holly and Augie and me and Elmo and Christmas presents and mess. But look at that poor girl's got snow on her. Come on in, Holly. So we're going to go back. She looks like a white Wookiee. Kind of does look like a Wookiee. Do you guys know? You guys know what a Wookiee is. There's Star Wars fans out there, I'm sure. She's got that long, shaggy hair. Hello, Holly. No. Those pretzels are not yours. Look at the snow on her back. She expects pets immediately. I love Holly very much. Hello, Matthew. Cheers. No, it is not a rerun episode. Oh, by the way, I got new PJs. I'm very excited about them. Okay, Holly, you get out of here. What do you think? I don't know how long I'm going to talk for you. Hello, Sandman. I usually talk for about 20 to 40 minutes. I go live every morning at 8 o'clock. Every week or so, I have Augie sleep over. Keeps me pretty busy in the mornings, especially when he wakes up super early. And again, we were up at about 5 o'clock this morning. It's so weird. Holly says yes to everything. But Augie's much more specific. These are delicious. These are delicious. There you go. He didn't even want it. Did you see that? I don't know if you saw that. He threw it out of his mouth. I'll eat it. Okay, Holly, go lay down. Come on. I'm a little overwhelmed. But again, yeah, we got up real early. We had our breakfast, which consisted of a baba for him and coffee for me. A couple oranges, a banana. He loves bananas. I've talked about it before. He's seems to, he doesn't understand you can take a small bite of banana. You don't have to go, and swallow it all down. But he does. And then he smushes half of it out and holds it while he chews on half of it and then shoves the other half back in his mouth. Yeah, then we got some mess going. Not totally crazy mess. I was actually invited a couple friends over that I thought might be alone on Christmas. They didn't come, so it was just my daughters and I and Augie yesterday. And I had a wonderful day. But I gave me a good excuse to clean the house. And let me tell you what. With Holly living here in the small home, and she doesn't really contribute much to the cleaning, nor does Augie, to be honest. Augie kind of does when he slides around on his belly. He kind of picks up some of the dirt. It was a fun Christmas. It was one of my favorite in a long time. And again, I did my video this morning, and I had a bunch of snacks and a bunch of random foods. Nothing fancy. I didn't cook any roast or any turkey or any ham or anything, but just had a bunch of I don't know, little treats to eat, chocolates and pretzels and cookies and what have you. And had a wonderful time. The girls came over, spent a few hours. Augie's got to spend the night, which is always so fun. Outside of when he wakes up early. I mean, I wake up early, so he takes after his dad. But I was trying to put him back down for a little nap. I don't know, about half an hour ago or 40 minutes ago. And he was in the. I live in a little tiny 2-bedroom, 1-bath ranch home in North Naperville, and he was kind of fussing and crying in bed. And I tried to see if he'd go. I'm not going to win Father of the Year for this, but I'm telling you, he was up early. I was hoping he'd go back to sleep. I heard the dreaded sound of him chucking his pacifier out of his crib and landing on the floor. I have hardwood in there. So I knew he wasn't going to go back to sleep, and he was up and about. And I don't know, wants to keep going. The coffee is great, Connecticut girl. How did I quit gambling? Well, I think if you remove the stuff that makes gambling fun. First of all, during COVID, I tried to go gambling. I used to gamble a lot. I used to gamble, I don't know, go to the riverboat casinos here in Illinois probably 2 or 3 times a week. I probably averaged losing, I don't know, $500 a trip maybe for a year or two, which adds up. And this was back in the early 90s when I was kind of making a lot of money, and I was a stockbroker, and they'd come pick up me and my buddies in limos. And you're welcome, Connecticut girl. He's been on before. But anyway, I used to gamble a lot, and thought it was fun, thought it was cool. I used to drink a lot. I used to smoke a lot of pot. I kind of have a tendency to, oh, you getting sleepy now? You getting sleepy now? What is the trouble, Mr. Twister? He's been making this sad face lately. He never even knew what a sad face was till about the last couple of weeks where he suddenly goes, good morning, 2-girl mom. Anyway, somebody asked how I quit gambling. I went a couple times with my wife over COVID, and it was just boring as heck. It was boring as heck. Gambling, you're losing about 80% of the time. So if they take out the 20% that is the fun, which means drinking, high-fiving, having your wife sit with you at the table, the socializing and all that, it made it a lot less interesting. And about 14 months ago, I stopped drinking alcohol and smoking pot. And without drinking, I think gambling would seem really silly to me. You know? Hello, Surreal. Well, Ryan, thank you for having coffee with me. I have 4 kids. I'm a little concerned. Yeah, no, Steve. Gambling's dangerous. Gambling's dangerous. Do you drink? Do you drink? Or do you play online? You know, you can do it. It's horrible. It's horrible. I have a drink since 1989. I imagine you mean you haven't had a drink since 1989. Okay. But you still gamble? That would be a nightmare. I mean, when I was a kid, when I was 24 years old, it was 1992, I made like 170 grand, which is a lot of money. I mean, it's a fair amount of money right now, but it's a heck of a lot of money for a 24-year-old in 1992. I probably pissed half of that away at the casino. It's really stupid. You know, when you're young and you think you're going to make a ton of money forever and you just don't, you know, see a purpose for money. You know, you're not, you don't see any points in money. You think you're going to make money forever and money's easy and life is meant to be partied, I guess, away. Thank you. He is beautiful. Life is meant to be, you know, partied. I used to consider drinking and smoking pot as partying. I mean, it might be if you... He's stealing all my pretzels, by the way. If you're only doing it, you know, once a month or something like that. But for me, I kind of have an addictive personality, as I've talked about. Good morning. Merry Christmas, Brian. Thank you for joining, everybody. I don't even know what I was saying. I graduated in 86 as well. Thank you so much for following the host. I really appreciate when people follow. I've been on TikTok for about just 13 months or so, almost to the day that I stopped drinking, ironically. I'd stopped drinking about 3 weeks prior. Leila, what are my plans for the day? I don't know. I don't know if I even have plans for the day. I'm going to enjoy my morning with Augie. We're going to eat some pretzels. Hey, Steve, thanks for joining. Merry Christmas. Thank you. Enjoy the morning with Augie. I mean, I got stuff I got to do. You know, I've been working a seasonal job at UPS. I'm not sure they're going to be having us work anymore. It wasn't enough money, but it was some money, and it was, you know, the work for 5 or 6 hours a day, 5 or 6 days a week, so it kept me busy. I need to find a job. I need to figure out a lot of things in life. Kind of same reason I quit drinking alcohol. Katie, I was doing it all the time. I don't know. I assume you smoke pot is why you're asking. Pot's awesome if you don't smoke it all the time. But I was. And at 10 o'clock in the morning, my wife and I would look at each other, and one of us would go, you want to go have a smoke? We'd go out to the garage and smoke some pot. And, you know, that first hit feels pretty good, and you're going, hey, I feel good. I was feeling fuzzy a minute ago, but now everything tastes good, feels good. And then half an hour later, you're going, I'm not feeling that good anymore. And you'd go have another hit. And then 15 minutes later, you go, hey, I'm not feeling that good anymore. I'd go have another hit. Somebody said he wanted a drink. I tried to offer him some water. I believe she has, Leila. But anyway, and I don't know. I think that's why, you know, people say it's a, what do they say? What kind of drug? A bridge drug or something like that. It never was for me. Again, I never tried anything really strong drug at all. And because I know I would have liked it too much. And I did a video about that. I think the trouble with drugs and alcohol is they work. They make you feel good, at least for a while, until they don't. You cook every day. Yeah, no, you find other things to do. My son is coming up on 20 months old. He looks like he's ready to drift off to sleep. Kate, I'm going to address you. You talked about the trouble with me and smoking and drinking wasn't really lack of, yeah, he's beautiful. He's a little angel. Wasn't really lack, my couch is embarrassing because he kind of will eat something and put his hands on it and kind of leave stains on it. I got to clean this. I think he is getting sleepy. Hey, good for you, Living. The problem for me was just the constant craving to go drink or smoke. Waking up in the morning wondering when I'm going to have my first smoke or my first beer or when my next beer or my next smoke. And it just seems so silly. And it seems such a waste, you know. All that brain energy was spent calculating when I'm going to get high or drunk. One is too many, 15 not enough. Yeah. To be honest with you, Living Recovery, it's almost the same with cookies and chocolates. I mean, you could say coffee as well, but at least coffee, you know, you can drive after drinking coffee. Leela, I'm surprised too. Yeah, I haven't had a drink or smoke in, I don't know, almost 14 months. It'll be 14 months in 2 days. The dog is just trying to get in here and get as involved in my morning as she can. She usually gets pet while we're doing my Coffee with Ken show because, oh, hi. She gave Augie a big smooch. Yeah, a lot of people struggle quitting it. I'm thankful I don't. No, I honestly I didn't. I went to one AA meeting, and it just wasn't for me. I didn't, I don't know. I didn't feel it wasn't for me. Wow, wow. Reading the stories of you guys, that's amazing. You were hospitalized 8 weeks and 84 days inpatient treatment. Yeah, for me, I think there was no like physical addiction to drugs or alcohol. I'm guessing, because I could drink. I live at a home by myself. I really never even think about it. I did buy some Heineken Zero yesterday and had 2. I enjoy a Heineken Zero occasionally from time to time. Kind of feels like. I don't know. If you're having a fire or maybe watching a football game, it provides about 60% of the enjoyment that regular beer did without any of the alcohol. And you end up drinking 2, whereas if I would have been, boop.
Hi, Data Tonka.
I don't know how long I'm going to talk for you because I still got my boy here and my girl Holly here. And Ollie's playing with the Ollie ball over there. Look at him. And there's the Ollie ball. And he's knocking it around. Again, and my daughters were playing with it that's his favorite thing to do. He's going to be a soccer player when he gets older. He goes around the whole house just kind of knocking his trucks or knocking his balls or knocking his cars or knocking blocks. Sometimes knocking his pacifier around the house. Let me tell you, that thing comes back pretty dirty. Augie got a bunch of stuff for Christmas. Oh, I was talking about that earlier. I went to his mom's house, and one of the things she got him was a Jack in the Box. And it was funny because I watched Elf again last night for probably the 10th time. And just reminds me of the scene where Buddy isn't good at making toys, or he was falling behind the production expectations with the Etch-a-Sketch, and so he had to test the Jack in the Box, and it was such a stressful, painful, hey, Living Recovery, thanks for tuning in, job for him, because he knew that as the music died down that it was only a matter of time till the Jack in the Box popped up. And I don't know, his mom got him one yesterday for Christmas, and he seems to kind of have the same attitude as Buddy. He likes the concept. He thinks it's hilarious. But the Jack, or I don't know, whatever it is, the thing popping up actually scares him a little bit. But he thinks it's kind of funny. He's pretty cute. He's left me. And Holly's left me. It's kind of nice being alone. I got Elmo. He's in his room. Uh-oh. My one concern with Augie, it's very child-proof, except for the dog bowl. One of his favorite things to do is tip over the water ball or the dog bowl. And he thinks that's pretty funny. And then he crawls in the water. Don't you? He crawls in the water, and his clothes are all wet and nasty and yucky. Bye-bye, Lila. Thank you so much for joining. Thank you all so much for joining. I'm not going to talk very long today. I don't even know what time it is. Let me see. 8:21. We talked for like 21 minutes. Look at him. Look at him motor along. He kind of army crawls. What are you doing, Mr. Twister? I'm going to go sit down and finish my coffee. He's coming back in. Might nibble on a couple more pretzels. Hey, Kate the Great. That rhymes. Kate the Great. Yeah, I don't know what else I have for you. It's the day after Christmas. It feels kind of strange. It's a week between Christmas and New Year's. And kind of a quiet week. Yeah, he's always been a quick little crawler. He doesn't get up on his hands and knees. That's okay. My oldest daughter, Erin, he's flipping over like a candle lid, by the way, if you're wondering what that noise is. My oldest daughter, Erin, who's now 16, never, was really hesitant. No, it's a candle lid. I put up the dog bowl. Good morning, Joy. Was really hesitant to walk at first. And so she'd crawl around on her knees like this for the longest time, just upright on her knees, just kind of shuffling along on her knees. And Augie, I think, is a little hesitant as well. He's a little hesitant as well to get up on his feet. Occasionally he'll stand there for a second before he falls on his butt. But usually he's pretty much just kind of army crawling around like that. And it's funny, I'll bring him to the library. Naperville's got some great libraries and a big kid area. And I'll bring him there. And he'll always crawl out of the kid area and be crawling along on the tile towards the librarian. You know, I don't know. Doesn't bother me a whole heck of a lot, although we're no longer on the carpet. Yeah, I'm in Illinois. I'm just west of Chicago and Naperville. And again, we have a ton of fun at the library. They have a ton of toys there. He enjoys the toys. He enjoys the trucks. He enjoys the blocks. But I think his favorite thing to do, oh, well, you're sweet, Kate. I'm lucky to have a boy like Augie. And his mom does a good job, too. I got to give her a shout out. His favorite thing to do at the library is rip books out of the shelves. He doesn't. I mean, I read them to him a little bit, but he doesn't seem to care too much about reading the books. He just likes taking them out of the shelves. And sometimes he'll break away again from the kids section and be cruising down. I mean, the whole bottom of the floor is the kid area. And he'll be cruising up and down the aisles, and there will be these women with carts. Why is it always women? It's always women. I mean, there's never a man putting books back on the shelves. Ooh. But anyway, they'll be organizing and doing the Dewey Decimal coding. And he'll come crawling along, and I do my best to put him back in an orderly fashion. I think I do a pretty good job. Probably not perfect. I think they still use the Dewey Decimal System. Your nephew's a librarian. Well, there you go. There you go. Naperville should hire some men. Maybe I should apply there. Librarian might be a little quiet for me. Yeah, Teresa, he's an angel. My son's an angel. He's an angel. He's amazing. Don't make me sad. You're going to make me sad. It's going to make me sad. I'm 54. But anyway, I'm not going to talk too long. I'm going to go see what my little guy is doing. Going to finish this cup of coffee. I'm going to reheat it. I go live every morning at 8 o'clock. I thank you so much for joining me this morning. I hope you had a wonderful, wonderful Christmas. I want to thank you for sharing some coffee with me this morning. And I want to... Abe, we did have a great day. Jojo, wonderful meeting you. Wonderful meeting you. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day. I hope you're staying warm. I hope you are living in the moment. I hope you are loving yourself. I hope you are forgiving yourself. And as always, hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.